बहुत टाइम बाद हम लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं, कुछ तबीयत जरा खराब है इसलिए। आज की लाइव स्ट्रीम होगी वो हम विचर 3 की करने वाले हैं। क्या काफी टाइम हुआ विचर 3 को खेले हुए। हम फिलहाल पहले वैलोरेंट खेल रहे थे, वैलोरेंट पे हमारा ज़्यादा टाइम जा रहा था, लेकिन विचर 3 भी ख़त्म करना है मुझे जल्द से जल्द, और बाकी की गेम्स भी ट्राई करनी है, इसलिए आज मैंने विचर 3 लिया है। देखते हैं जितना पॉसिबल हो सके उतना ज़्यादा कंप्लीट करने की कोशिश तो करेंगे आज के दिन, लेकिन हो पाएगा ऐसा नहीं लगता क्योंकि बहुत बड़ा डीएलसी का क्वेस्ट है वो। फिर भी ट्राई करेंगे हम आज। अरे सिस्टम का कुछ क्या इशू क्या था? अब शायद आएगा अच्छे से। इन मिनट्स तो ठीक है, ज्यादा नहीं है, कम ही है। फिर इतना क्यों लग रहा है मुझे ज्यादा?
Your head with thorns.
इसको तो आके मिलना है, इसको मिलना है। अच्छा इसे मिलना है।
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. You know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah,
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, You must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the
ये
cellar.
काइंड ऑफ मुझे
There are
ट्रेजर हंट
several
लग रहा है
barrels.
मिशन.
You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks. I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a white?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted ox was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall. But somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will.
चलो क्वेस्ट पे चलते हैं अभी.
See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Search for Merlin dowry at the Trastamara estate. Okay.
Liam and Matilda running a vineyard.
अरे यार मुझे यूज टू होना पड़ेगा इसको. बहुत टाइम हुआ है खेले. कहाँ पे जाना है मुझे? कहाँ पे? ओके इधर जाना है ना. तो यहाँ पे मुझे ये करना पड़ेगा फास्ट ट्रैवल. ओके मैं क्या किया मैंने यार. शिट.
Deal of yours.
सब कीज में भूल चुका हूँ. गलती से थंडरबोल्ट का पोशन पी लिया हमने. जरूरत नहीं थी फिर भी. अरे हाँ यहीं से हमने तो उससे रेस्क्यू किया था. जगह माता का है मुझे. नीचे कोई तो है. कोई तो है नीचे.
Might want to look around some. Nothing interesting here. Full. This one's full too. Nothing interesting here. Full.
इसी में से कोई तो एक है.
This one's full too. Nothing interesting here. Full.
अच्छा इन दोनों में से कोई एक होगा शायद.
That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
बस इतना ही था। अरे क्या रे, एक बार मुझे क्वेस्ट देखनी चाहिए कौन कौन से हैं। सड़ियल क्वेस्ट था, सड़ियल। अरे यार सेंसिटिविटी इतना हाई क्यों लग रहा है? मैंने कुछ चेंज भी नहीं किया था। एक बार चेक करते हैं क्वेस्ट। वाइन इज सेक्रेट, ओके। गोएंट तो मैं खेलता नहीं हूँ, इसलिए गोएंट के टूर्नामेंट तो हम इग्नोर ही करेंगे। 42 का हाई स्टेक से भी शायद गोएंट का ही है। गोएंट का हाई स्टेक। अच्छा, सेकेंडरी में कोई नहीं है क्वेस्ट हमें करने के लिए फिलहाल। विचर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में भी कुछ नहीं है। ओके, सो मैं डायरेक्ट वाइन इज सेक्रेट का मेन क्वेस्ट कर सकता हूँ। फास्ट ट्रेवल पॉइंट की तरफ जाते हैं, वहां से निकलते हैं। फास्ट ट्रेवल पॉइंट है किधर लेकिन? पीछे। मैं गलत जगह जा रहा हूँ। मुझे ट्रैवल करके किधर जाना है? ब्यूटी और पैलेस में। ओके, ये कौन सा आवाज आ रहा है रे? Hey, M16 Noctis, welcome bro. Welcome to the stream. काफी टाइम हुआ रे स्ट्रीम पे आए हुए तुम्हें। यहाँ वेबकैम शुरू किया है मैंने। सही है क्या? मास्क सही है? इसका लाइट वर्क नहीं कर रहा है, कुछ तो इशू हुआ है शायद।
I wonder how much a witcher pays in Texas.
सेंसी मुझे इतना हाई क्यों लग रहा है इसका?
Watch it. Oh la la. No jesting with this one.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher. I was
हाँ
not
मैं
mistaken.
मेरे मैंने
You
वेबसाइट
arrived
खेले
and
हुए भी
trouble
बहुत टाइम
followed
हुआ है।
soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
वैलो खेल रहा था बीच में।
At last,
विचर
Witcher.
3 का स्ट्रीम ही नहीं
You've been
किया
on
मैंने।
tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
अरे इसका ये भी पता नहीं है मुझे। सेंस
Found the beast of Beauclair. Just couldn't kill it.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's
हाँ वही
not
बचे
quite
हैं,
that
लेकिन मुझे
simple.
याद नहीं है मैंने
Beast a
लास्ट मिशन में
powerful
किया क्या था।
vampire.
लिंक ही नहीं है इस मिशन का
Is this
मुझे।
a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And Buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama
इतना पता
Adamarta
चला है कि
always
इसका
claimed
विलन
Buckthorn
मेन
drives
विलन
for
है वो ये
vampires.
वैम्पायर है हायर
Silver
लेवल
Sword's your
का।
best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done.
स्टोरी में
Because
भी
only
अब
a higher
इतना ही पता
vampire
चला है
can
मुझे अब
truly kill
तक तो।
another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Whoa, this is work for a witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can
Detla.
stand up to that.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference
लेकिन
against
एक
him.
DLC
You
बहुत
have
बड़ी है
not seen
लगता है.
my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight
अभी
fog?
मैं
Hit a
इस मिशन
target
पे
that
हूँ.
moves
कितना
faster
टाइम
than
है
the
और
wind?
कुछ पता है तुमने खेला होगा तो?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Akamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure.
इसके
Attack
बाद
anything that
मेरा
smells of blood.
अनचार्टेड का
Higher
थोड़ा ये हो
vampires,
रहा है खेलने का.
they think.
अनचार्टेड
employ
खेलूंगा
reason.
या फिर आरडीआर 2 खेलूंगा.
Monsters
आरडीआर 2
driven by
या
reason.
अनचार्टेड, इन दोनों में
A
से कोई एक.
curious contention. What then do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible.
6-7
If
hours
so
डिफेंस
great is
करता
their
है अगर
power,
तुम
why have they not
खेलोगे
killed
तो.
or enslaved
हाँ
us?
साइड क्वेस्ट तो
Don't
खेल रहा हूँ ना
usually
मैं
meddle in our
फिलहाल,
matters.
इसलिए मुझे और लंबा
Mostly
जाएगा
stay
लग
out of
रहा
our
है.
way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
देखते हैं.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them
दो
out.
तीन स्ट्रीम शायद लग सकते हैं मुझे.
They'd
3-4
probably be
घंटे की
pretty
स्ट्रीम की
amused
तो
if you asked
शायद
them that.
विद
Well
साइड
aware of
क्वेस्ट.
their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so
हाँ,
kind
वो
as
तो
to
पता है,
explain
काफी
how
है
a
स्टोरी उसकी
vampire
बड़ी.
might be blackmailed.
लेकिन
Higher
रिव्यू उसके
vampires,
बहुत ज्यादा है
they're
ना.
like us, motivated by emotions, not
तो
instinct.
इसलिए मैं
Not only are they
वही खेलने का
intelligent to
सोच रहा हूँ.
extreme,
देखते
they're
वो या अनचार्टेड.
emotionally rich,
फायदा ये देखो विचर का
capable of
लॉकेट.
feeling many things, even love. This one fell in
प्रॉपर
love with a
विचर 3 खेल रहा हूँ
woman,
मैं.
a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnap the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like.
अनचार्टेड 4
So
मेरा
damn little
फेवरेट
to
है
go
पूरा.
on.
ओ
You've no idea how wrong
देखते हैं
you
फिर
are.
वही खेलेंगे.
Send
फेवरेट
for the
है तुम्हारा.
ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
इसलिए ये जल्दी खत्म करना है मुझे.
Wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as
Okay.
a drop of wine, or stains therefrom.
देखते
They
हैं.
are stains from a drop of Estest, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes. The west bank of the Sara Tour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high.
मेरे पास वो अनचार्टेड का बंडल है फिलहाल. 2 गेम्स का.
1269.
तो वो खेलने वाला हूँ मैं दोनों.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Sonreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't
विचर
stop
3 खेल रहे हो,
finding a
ब्रोथल
bullet
नहीं
scrap
गया.
of paper.
ऐसा हो सकता है क्या?
Unless your grace's sommelier is mistaken.
ऑन स्ट्रीम नहीं
In
गया
matters
फिर.
of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sonreal, it is Sonreal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Wait, your grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should
सब
go
एक्सप्लोर
alone.
किया है ब्रदर,
It
सब
pleases
एक्सप्लोर
me to
किया
see you
है. कुछ
gentlemen
छोड़ा नहीं है
finally
विचर
agree
3
on
का.
something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You,
अरे
Captain,
ऑस्ट्रेलिया की बैटिंग है
and
बस.
Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your grace.
Yes, your grace.
हाँ
Witcher, are you
मतलब
ready?
जब मैंने शुरू किया था ना, प्रॉपर मैं सब ये कर रहा था कि आपने साइड क्वेस्ट है ना वो सब करते आ रहा था. सो आई थिंक मेन क्वेस्ट के मेरे डीएल से के 1-2 ही मिशन हो गए होंगे ज्यादातर.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
डेटलाफ पोने वो मैंने देखा है. उसके बाद का अभी ये मिशन चालू हुआ है. इससे पहले मैंने सब साइड क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट कर दिए थे इस लेवल तक के, 42 लेवल तक के.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire. Go, go.
मैं सब कंट्रोल भूल.
Take it easy.
Stay back, your grace. We shall see to this. Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone!
सब भूल गए हो रे मैं.
Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone!
अरे यार सब भूल गया मैं. सब सारे कंट्रोल्स भूल गया हूँ. मुझे फाइट लेने से पहले एक दो बार चेक करना चाहिए. अरे नहीं वो ना,
Have you ever faced
मुझे
its sort
समझ नहीं आ
before?
रहा है सेंसी का कुछ तो इश्यू
How
है
did
मेरा.
it end? Did you kill it?
यही सेंसी पे मैं पहले खेल रहा था, लेकिन अभी क्या इशू हो रहा है
Have you
समझ नहीं आ
ever
रहा.
heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Geralt, why do you flee?
Witcher, come back! You're to protect Her Highness!
Know of a man who defeated one, sure,
Which
but he
past
didn't
and
manage
now.
to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire. Go, go.
Panthers have attacked the wagon. We must help.
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this.
अरे इसको ही आग लगा दी। अरे
Back, you beast! Begone! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone! Save us!
अरे मेरे बाजू से हट रहे सब।
Back, you beast! Begone! Save us!
Not good.
Back, you beast! Begone!
खत्म खत्म खत्म।
Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate we happened by.
अभी अभी मेरे से कमेंट पढ़ा मैंने। किधर मारा है सेकंड वाले को? ये पहला वाला है। ओके चलो।
Greetings, Witcher. Good to see you, Geralt.
Welcome to the capital of Tucson.
मेरा अच्छा ये था क्या?
Hey-ya!
The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our wines?
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in all Tucson. An old master of the winemaking.
चलो
Slow now.
हन्नू मलिक।
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full,
आग लगाने में हम
especially since
एक
the
नंबर
rogue
के।
last attacked in the palace gardens.
कहाँ भी आग?
Trust her illustrious highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Game to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
I am at your service.
The San Real. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with... Heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have. Which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is this Sonreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
चलो अभी इंस्पेक्ट करना होगा लोकेशन पूरा वाइन एड का इधर
We shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing.
यार बहुत स्लो चलती है रे
He owes all he has to
slow
me.
चल रहा है
His father frittered away the family
ये
fortune.
पूरा डीएलसी
He
लव
left
स्टोरी
his son
पिक्चर
an
हम
encyclopedic
हाँ
knowledge of
अच्छा
wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did
मैं
he come into
वो
his
इसके पहले का स्टोरी सब भूल चुका हूँ क्या क्या हुआ था इतना पता है जो वैम्पायर है वो किसी का बदला ले रहा है शायद उसकी वाइफ या कोई तो होगी उन्हीं लोगों को वो मार रहा है अच्छा ओके ओके
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
अरे यार इतना सेंसिटिव क्यों है मेरा
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269
तुमने लास्ट टाइम मुझे
vintage.
गेम सजेस्ट किया
Let's
था
find it.
उसका नाम मैं भूल गया वो गेम क्या था बता सकते हो लूट इम्पोर्टेंट है ब्रो
Ervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Test 2016 vintage okay even in
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it. I have a feeling we'll find something awry.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Got Pomino over here.
सब तो चेक कर लिया, फिर अरे ऊपर जाना होगा शायद। सैंग्रियाल मिल गए, बराबर है, बट स्टोरी इतनी सिंपल नहीं है।
1270 vintage.
That's the
अच्छा।
wrong year. Keep looking.
ओके ओके, मिला ना सैंग्रियाल। और कोई है क्या? अरे मुझे जगह दो। अच्छा वहां पे 2 बचे हैं अभी।
San Real. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
ओके ये वाला होगा शायद, ये फाइनल है। फाइनल फैंटेसी 15 पर बहुत कम लोग खेले हैं इंडिया में। ठीक है, एक बार मैं चेक करता हूँ।
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
अच्छा, अरे ओपन हो। अरे यार
This one is full.
ये फुल है, ये भी फुल है।
Full.
अरे ऑप्शन क्यों नहीं आ रहा है? ये भी
This
फुल
one's
है,
full too.
ये भी फुल
Full.
है। अच्छा ये वाला ही होगा अभी। हाँ
This
ये
one's
भी
full
फुल
too.
है। बचा कौन सा?
Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sanrial? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
Tap the barrels for
Ready.
Step aside.
hey!
So,
Slightly smoky, strongly tannic, definitely Sanrial.
फाइनल फैंटेसी 15 का जॉनरा क्या है, मतलब किस टाइप का गेम है? एक्शन, एडवेंचर, मिस्ट्री?
Revolting, bitter plonk.
could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not
ठीक है
wine.
देखता हूँ।
This is contaminated refuse
Puzzle
that should
game.
never have made it into a barrel.
ठीक है देखता हूँ।
The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
फाइनल फैंटेसी 15 ना? एक मिनट। चलो बाद में चेक करूंगा ये।
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sorial. I beg you to forgive me.
अच्छा
Why did you
इसने
do it?
चुराया था
I
वो।
couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide
Fantasy
not
adventure.
enough?
Okay.
I wished to
Stream
buy
के बाद
back
check
my
करूंगा.
family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine.
कितने का है वो
I've a
stream पे?
roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrian aristocrat at court.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
चलो.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sintrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
चलो अभी start करते हैं.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
ओके चेक करता हूँ मैं बाद में. स्ट्रीम खत्म होने दो, उसके बाद चेक करता हूँ. अभी भी तबीयत डाउन है, इसमें शायद कम ही स्ट्रीम होगी. अच्छा मैं यूट्यूब पे सर्च करके देख लूँगा बाद में क्या टाइप का गेम प्ले है.
Relax. Now we wait.
Our favorite vintner.
यार कब सिरप लिया है उसका नींद आने लगा है. अरे क्लाइमेट चेंज, बैंड बजी पड़ी है, खांसी सर्दी खांसी.
It's not him.
What the? अच्छा ठीक है देखता हूँ. What the? मारना किसको है वो तो समझ आया मुझे. What the hell? अरे वहां पे बैरल्स थे यार, एक्सप्लोसिव बैरल्स थे, ध्यान नहीं दिया मैंने। और मैं बार बार आग क्यों लगाता हूँ सब तरफ? मुझे चाहिए थी क्वीन शील्ड। अच्छा, ये सब फिर से कौन देखेगा? रुकना बे, रुकना, बात में मारूंगा तुझे। अरे अटक गया मैं, ग्लिच से शायद। चल मुड़की चाट। अरे कौन मार रहा है? मुझे आर्चर पहले ढूंढने पड़ेंगे, किधर है? मिल गए, मिल गए।
Find a witcher.
और एक आर्चर है, किस तरफ है? ये देखो, मिल गए। What the hell यार, बैरल्स। चलो जाता हूँ। ओके ब्रदर ब्रो, बाय बाय बाय। बैरल से बैंड बजाती है मेरी। अभी तो मैंने नहीं किया था बैरल्स को, तो कैसे मरा मैं? हाँ, किसी ने एरोडा मारा था बैरल्स पे। अरे यार, एक क्या फालतूगिरी है। बैरल फटेगा, बैरल फटेगा अभी। बैंड बजी। अरे यार, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है, बहुत सारे लोग हैं। ये एंगल सही है। खत्म। खत्म। और कौन बचा है? चल, कौन बचा है? आ जाओ। खत्म।
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for
अभी
my
भी है,
signal?
दम है
That
मुझे, मैं
was
थोड़ा
the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
at your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to Her Grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call him.
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
एक्सी यूज करना है इससे अच्छा.
Usually only take measures like that as a last resort, but in this case, think I can make an exception.
Do as you deem fit. He is all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no!
फट गई उसकी.
Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me
अब
right
करना
now.
है पता है नहीं तो
Who
मैं
is he?
मारूंगा साले.
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Centurion. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered a man for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Centurion. I don't know anything
कोई नया
else.
लग रहा है
I
बंदा.
swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Centurion. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go.
Let's go to town.
क्यों वेट करना फालतू का, फिर खुद ट्रैवल करके जाना उधर. उससे अच्छा ये बेटर है. 11 पॉइंट्स अवेलेबल.
He's
अपग्रेड
late.
करना पड़ेगा रे.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Centurion appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Centrion's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have
नाही
just
रे
handled the
Valorant
theft
नाही.
of the wine.
म्हटलं विचर
Even
ते
if it's
संपून
so,
टाकू.
he then
विचर
sold
किती
the wine
लांब
to the
पडलाय संपवायचा आहे मला
blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
तो दुसरे गेम पण ट्राय
Need to
करायचे.
find the Centrion,
Valorant
whether
नाही.
or not
Valorant
he's
नंतर खेळेन
responsible
मी.
for the murders. Even if none
झाली
of
तर
it's
रात्री
his
वेगळी
doing,
स्ट्रीम
he
करेल.
could still know our blackmailer's
1-1.5
identity.
तासाची.
Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
माहिती तू लॅपटॉप घेऊन गेलायस ना, तू जॉईन का नाही होत आहेस
Captain,
वालोला?
why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Centurion does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And
मुझे
the
इस पे
word
थोड़ा
on the
डाउट आ रहा
street
है.
is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Centrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Centrion's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Centrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Mandragora क्या है?
The Mandragora. What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude a mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Centrion. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Centrion truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
अभी मुझे शायद the wine is great completed the man from Centra. Upon close and it will consider appropriate for the soil. Okay. एक बार quest check करते हैं. ये बाद में ही करेंगे, पहले ये कंप्लीट करेंगे. मैन फ्रॉम सेंट्रा.
Wine.
Hey, is that not this cur with the price on his... It's him! Get him!
What now, you piece of filth?
क्यों बीच में है, क्यों बीच में है? मैं अपना काम कर रहा था ना।
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
A smashing
हाँ,
place we have.
मेरी बाउंटी लगी है ना।
Wine by the barrel. Peace and quiet. Lovely views.
मेरे पे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लगा है। ओके।
Best cure for the beast. A witcher.
A smashing place we have.
कहाँ जाना कहाँ है, मुझे एक बार देखने दो। इधर जाना है। अरे यहाँ से मैं यहाँ फास्ट ट्रैवल कर सकता हूँ ना, इतना क्यों झंझट।
Wine by the barrel.
Sweet mother
Peace
of man.
and quiet. Lovely views.
सीधा यहाँ पे आएंगे फास्ट ट्रैवल करके।
I'm watching your flinty hide.
ओ ये देखो।
Sacre bleu! It's a crime. You're from the north, that's painfully clear.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew. My salon stands open. Please come in.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
अच्छा, कपड़े चेंज करने पड़ेंगे ना मुझे। ओके, ये खरीद लेते हैं। ये शूज लगेंगे मुझे एज अ आर्मर। ये लेते हैं। शूज की जरूरत पड़ेगी क्या मुझे? शायद पड़ सकती है। देखें, बस 2 चीजें। मास्क तो होगा मेरे पास ऑलरेडी। एक हाथ मास्क किधर है वो? शायद इसमें होगा, वेस्ट आइटम्स में। हाँ, है मेरे पास मास्क। चलो देखते हैं पहन के।
Thanks. I think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
इन्वेंटरी। बार चेक करता हूँ। नहीं, सब प्रॉपर पहनना पड़ेगा मुझे, आर्मर निकाल के शायद। ना, पैंट भी चाहिए होगी, आर्मर नहीं ले सकता ना मैं। चलो उससे पैंट खरीदनी पड़ेगी। रुक रे।
All Thanks. I think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
पैंट चेंज करके देखते हैं। नहीं, अभी हैंड ग्लोव्स भी चाहिए, तो वो निकालना पड़ेगा मुझे। अब शायद हो जाएगा। हाँ, नहीं, नहीं, उसके पास और क्या है? कहाँ पे है वो?
All jet.
कपड़े तो ले लिए मैंने, और क्या बचा है? शायद मास्क बचा होगा, वो एक पॉसिबल है। रुको,
Thanks. Think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
मास्क मास्क Is it enough? नहीं। क्या बच, अरे वेपन्स कुछ नहीं है मेरे पास। ओके, आई थिंक दैट विल बी इनफ। हाँ, क्या हो, और क्या बच रहा है? पैंट हो गए, शूज भी मैंने खरीद लिए थे इससे। बचा क्या है फिर? मैंने पहना है उसका भी।
Thanks. Think that's all.
Ever your servant, sir.
नहीं, ये आर्मर नहीं है। ट्राउजर्स भी सिंपल है, बूट्स भी सिंपल है। ग्लोव्स नहीं है मेरे पास, ग्लोव्स नहीं होंगे शायद। Upon close, an entry will consider appropriate for the sawyer. सभी तो पहन लिए, और क्या बचा है? ट्राउजर्स भी सिंपल थे, वही लिए हैं मैंने, तो ये बढ़िया वाले नहीं लिए थे। पर फिर से चेक करते हैं कुछ।
I'm more.
सेम ही है। अभी नहीं हुआ तो मैं डायरेक्ट
Think that's
जाऊंगा।
all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
शायद अभी न्यूक्लियर का ही लेना था सिर्फ, तभी सोचो।
This is Beauclair, and everything's peachy.
Nice tune.
Patrolling on an empty stomach.
Ritual Aubrey has returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets now.
चलो
Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
Oh, she's here.
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... Just one other detail. Here, put it on.
मेरे पास mask है already.
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on,
अच्छा वो वाला
no one
mask
asks who
चाहिए.
you are.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
चलो फिर.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Soiree.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Bellant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Okay.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
सबके बाल देखने पड़ेंगे. उसको पहचानने के लिए Cecilia.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
अब सबको ढूंढना पड़ेगा.
Please do not disturb.
Go on, Geralt, be bold.
Good folk, yet and...
Paradine manifested.
Paradise, paradise, falling dead.
Shh, silence. The artist must focus.
क्या करना क्या है?
Yet green, lush and verdant as a field of vines. To vines and to wine!
I got it. It's the Sorator. It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see. Should you quite the noble color?
Splendid. The sky over Toussaint East. Or a deeply internalized fear of mortality.
Position takes yours. Scarlet crimson oxblood. Icy lips, full sensory particles. Should you tire of it? Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My impression? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
Requires great precision.
It must be someone famous, I think. Such talent. Exceptional, true. Would I ever love to meet him? It's a shame he didn't come here.
Need I remind you that neither did he?
अभी उसको ढूंढना है. ढूंढ लिया क्या हमने? एक ही. What? पहले ही ट्राई में ढूंढ लिया उसको. ओ
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
स्क्रीन ऑन करूंगा थोड़ा देर
When
में.
he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian Noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she
मतलब ये
concluded her
Cecilia नहीं है
performance,
शायद.
Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
चलो अभी निकलना पड़ेगा. ओके अब स्क्रीन ऑन कर सकता हूँ. Okay.
The great Bois. But he's a dance.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
यार गलती की शायद मैंने पी के
Your boards as you've made no efforts to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle for power and influence. A metaphor. What else will they think of? If they can't agree, they want to cut the line. It's you, the constant struggle.
अरे यार नीचे गिरा हूँ मैं ऊपर कैसे आऊँगा
Let's look by the refreshments.
True talent paints like the great Bois.
The great Bois. But he's a dance.
Do take care, Witcher.
That's to say, the other one. His brother.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Needs I remind you that neither did you.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
It is irrelevant
Fabian.
to the work's ultimate meaning.
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Treacly refuse.
Hey, Majot.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Hit a Vistec. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
अरे सेंड को फॉलो करना है ना अभी
It must be someone famous, I tell you. Such talent. Exception true. Why would I ever love to meet him? It's a shame he didn't come here.
Needs I remind you that neither did you.
इस सेंड को फॉलो करके जाना है अभी
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
It's Geralt of Rivia.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
Brother dearest, trust me. He promised me he'd meet with you and
बॉडीगार्ड है यहाँ पे उसका
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
अरे पहचान लिया उसने
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
चलो ठीक है एक सही बात है
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
What the
That
murdered?
must be Cecilia.
किसने मारा उसको?
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
यार ये ढूंढने वूंढने के काम मुझे ही क्यों? बकवास बोरिंग.
Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too.
अरे यार.
Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Must have climbed this ladder. Footprints, made by soiled boots. Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains. Links at a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Locked. No key in sight.
पता ही था इस यहाँ से ये यहाँ पे छलांग मारी हुई उसने.
Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
Kind of mysterious story है पूरी. Mysteries से भरी हुई.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
जो बताए वो फिलहाल तो सही लग रहा है, लेकिन
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it many years ago from a young woman.
कुछ तो झोल रहा है इस स्टोरी में.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine? What's that?
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana.
बोला ना मुझे थोड़ा डाउट आ रहा
You
है.
make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister.
Okay, इसे doubt है वो इसकी
A
sister
fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right. What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since. Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tyne, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form. You must make sure of that.
Okay, अभी उसकी बहन को ढूंढना है हमें.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise!
Oh,
I had no idea you were in Beauclair.
ये इधर क्या कर रहा है?
And this is...
ये भी एक vampire है, by the way.
My very dear friend, Detlaf van Berity, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for...
Detlaf ही वो villain है
ages,
शायद.
literally.
शायद नहीं है, actually main villain.
Witcher, I hear you know Regis
जितना मुझे
too.
पता है,
Even
old
that
vampire है,
you are
old.
friends.
Seems surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could
इनके
satisfy
सामने ही
my
खड़ा है Beast of
curiosity.
Beauclair.
What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
music है
I believe
background
we're
को.
running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher,
and the Duchess of Toussaint. My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
अच्छा उसकी वाइफ को किडनैप किया गया था इसलिए वो बदला ले रहा है लोगों को मार के
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Mm-hmm. Oriana. She really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news.
क्यों बताया रे
If they are
इसको
there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her
अब
long-lost sister
डेटलव को
there
शायद
too.
बता सकता है
Thing is,
वो डेटलव
she
वहाँ आ
might be
सकता है
involved. Could be behind the
इंटरप्ट करने के
blackmailing.
लिए
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
शायद डेटलव ने ये सुन भी लिया
You
होगा
must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
कुछ तो होगा कांड होगा बीच में
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
Sure.
You have exceptional friends. This Detlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Do you know my favorite wine? It's Geralt of Rivia.
Actually, castle पर चेक करता हूँ तो एक बाद में आगे बढ़ेंगे. अरे सिल्वर सॉर्ड है क्या वो? अरे यार क्रॉसबो किधर है मेरा? चलो ये सब तो ले लिया हमने. ओके चलो अभी क्वेस्ट देखते हैं एक बार. 47 का है. ओके मतलब मुझे बाकी के क्वेस्ट खत्म करने पड़ेंगे. ये एक है 46 वाला, ये पोर्ट्रेट वाला एक है, 2 सेकेंडरी क्वेस्ट है और विचर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक है. फिट एज कोल्ड एज आइस. सो पहले हम क्या करेंगे? पहले ये करेंगे कंप्लीट. पास ही में है शायद ना, न्यूक्लियर पैलेस के यहाँ पे. यहाँ से फास्ट ट्रैवल करके जाएंगे. ओके गाइस 1 मिनट होल्ड करना, तुरंत स्टार्ट कर देंगे हम.
Were the good prophet Leviota lively and spry? He would
यार मेरा स्क्रॉल माउस का खराब हुआ है
The light is inopportune at the moment. Could you return around noon?
ओके नून तक आना है मतलब 12 बजे तक
I'm here.
Let us go! We should arrive in time to have the best light of the day.
ये साइड क्वेस्ट है
The
हमारा
chiaroscuro we shall capture. Just
और
glorious.
थोड़ा टाइम खेलेंगे मुझे अभी सिरप पीने की वजह से नींद आने लगी
Let's go. The things I do for art.
We had best ride there. We'll arrive faster and less fatigued.
A work of mine, Turtle Dove o' the Heath, hangs in the ducal palace.
So does a cockatrice I cut down once. It's stuffed, maybe even with heather.
I once had a cockatrice feather brush. Best thing for laying down tempera. I no longer have it, sadly. My blasted cat swiped it.
Why would a cat want a brush?
To paint with, of course. And it was no common brush. Fantastic, as I said, and fantastically expensive.
Hang on. Got a cat that paints?
Yeah, if you care to call it that. He merely copies the works of his betters, and poorly at that.
Your cat?
Yes. Pierre-Auguste Moustachois.
That's boring
It's no
twist, it has.
surprise you've not heard of him. He's a second-rate hack and a thief.
Not so fast, Roach.
We'll continue on foot.
पार्टी चल रही है यार।
Ladies, gentlemen, my lieges, forgive me for being forward, but have you perchance seen a set of paints and brushes nearby?
Eugenie, I believe this peasant wants something from us.
My paints, my brushes, I had prepared them. They were here.
We've not seen any journeyman's tools, my good man. Of that I assure you.
There a problem?
Yes, an immense one. I cannot possibly paint without my paints. I'm done for. Unless you would be kind enough to locate them?
Wouldn't happen to have another set with you? And, nothing you could use instead?
My word. Would you really have me scrawl with charcoal like an animal?
Damn it. Sure you left them here?
Yes, right there. I'd prepared everything. Set it out. Ordered and organized.
Might have toppled downhill or something. Fine. I'll take a look around.
अभी इसके पेंट ब्रश को ढूंढ दो क्या फालतूगिरी है
I think it is life that imitates art, and not vice versa.
Right you are, Fingo. Take Baron de
Spilled paint. Reeks to high heavens of turpentine.
He actually had a mage enlarge it after he saw that the Reb Courage play. And now he's become gorgeous.
Footprints. Clear, but curiously small. Footprints. Smudged.
तो स्मेल आ रहा है यहाँ से
Got paint drops here too.
यार
another stain. Could very well be a lead.
कौन है ये लोग?
Neckers? Look like they made off with the paint.
नेकर्स है, ओके, तो नेक्रोफेगस ऑयल लगेगा। एले गेमिंग, हाय हाय, वेलकम ब्रदर। अच्छा 2020 में कंप्लीट किया था क्या ये गेम? सही है, मैंने ऑलरेडी मेन स्टोरी कंप्लीट की है इसकी, अभी डीएलसीज कंप्लीट कर रहा हूँ फिलहाल।
Question is, why?
खत्म।
Paints. Don't look ruined. Painter should still be able to use them.
पेंट तो मिला मुझे, लेकिन नेकर्स ने क्यों लिया था? That's a mystery.
Cave paintings. This here looks a bit like a necker. Big blobs, what? A troll? Neckers depicting their victory over some trolls? That even possible? Necker propaganda?
ओके, अब दोबारा स्ट्रीम पे। अच्छा, अभी लिया है फिर से। नहीं, सही है गेम, वैसे स्टोरी सही है इसकी। चलो, ये वाला काम तो हो गया। कहाँ पे आ रहा हूँ मैं?
Found your things.
Splendid. Where were they? And... is this all you found? I left so much more.
Should have kept it all with you, not left it lying around. Followed some paint tracks to a necker lair. Seems the beast's made off with your supplies. Used it to paint a fresco on one of the cave walls. Looked something like a battle scene to me.
Impossible. They splashed paint on the wall in a rage. Unimportant. In any case, it's a good thing you found the basic colors. Shall we? While waiting, I spied a superior spot.
चल जल्दी चल, इससे अब बढ़िया क्विज बचे रे, क्या फालतू।
We have had fantastic luck with the weather. The light is perfect, absolutely perfect.
Painting this masterpiece gonna take long?
A mere 6 hours. The sun won't allow us to work any longer than that. Oh, but the time will fly by. We'll chat, swap tales.
Better yet, let me down a potion. Time will definitely fly by in a state of lethargy. No need to swap tales.
No. Your expression, your posture, they must be just so. You must look alive with fire in your gaze. Lethargy is out of the question.
Come on, give it some thought. You could title the painting, A Witcher Lying Senselessly on the Heath.
You jest. A jesting witcher.
That's it, Roach. Slow now. This
चलो
the
स्पॉट
place?
पे आ गए हम फाइनली.
Yes. Just look at the view. Breathtaking. The perfect background for our masterpiece.
Pretty, I guess.
Now, you must carefully consider in what pose you wish to be immortalized.
All right. Considering.
अरे यार बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया वाले. 28 ओवर में 222 स्कोर. नॉट बैड.
All is ready. We may begin. Have you decided on the pose you'd like to adopt?
डिफिकल्ट जाएगा शायद इंडिया को आज का मैच. ओके क्या बोला उसने? और इज रेडी. हैव यू डिसाइडेड ऑन द पोज यूड लाइक टू अडॉप्ट? ओके.
How about I be on horseback? I mean, Roach kind of deserves to be immortalized too.
Oh, yes, a horse. Exceptional idea. But I would rather you perch atop Alexander, my mount. I've trained him to pose.
नहीं नहीं मुझे रोज के साथ चाहिए.
I shall paint you the carcass of a slain griffin later. Now, raise your head to exude pride. Thrust your breast forward. Go on, breast forward. I want to see those hocks extended. Ahem. Is the horse paying attention? May I begin? Or would you rather try a different pose?
ठीक है शायद. ठीक है इस पे टाइम नहीं वेस्ट करते.
Go ahead.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, that look you gave me when I first asked you to pose, would you be so kind as to adopt it again? That intense scowl of an angry wild ram about to butt heads. Yes, excellent. Now, hold that. Do not budge.
जल्दी कर बे.
This gonna take much longer?
Not much at all. We'll run out of daylight soon. Please, keep your head still, in the same position.
Fine, I'll try. I'll also try to remember to never trust a painter again.
Griffin!
Yeah, I know. You'll paint one in later.
Gods! A griffin!
Run and hide.
Dearest mommy!
ग्रिफिन को क्या है? कौन सा ये ऑयल यूज करना है? ड्रैकोनॉइड ऑयल शायद. नहीं ग्रिफिन हाइब्रिड्स होते हैं. ओके हाइब्रिड ऑयल लगेगा.
Not good.
अरे यार किधर गया?
Damn, you're ugly.
खत्म खत्म।
Is it safe? Yeah, come on out. And no wonder no one ever came here. It was a griffin's hunting ground.
Oh, that thing scared me to death!
Not quite to death. You are alive. Not least because you chose a witcher to sit for you. How's the painting? It survived too?
It did. But I cannot show it to you now. I never display unfinished work. You can see it tomorrow,
Come on, yaar.
after midday, where we met. I shall display it in the market square. Oof, monstrous beast. Shall we immortalize it in the painting?
Yeah, let's add it. Carcass can serve as your prop.
Splendid! Interesting color palette. And the textures and the proportions. It will do. Yes, it will do. But I shall paint it in later, in my atelier. There's an excellent illustration in the Encyclopedia Maxima Mundi. I fear this specimen is, well, too far cut and chopped. Ah, very well. That will do for now. I shall polish the details later. No point struggling on in this fading light. I almost forgot. Payment for your troubles. And I thank you for saving my life. Though, in doing so, you did also save your likeness. For posterity.
चलो भी अभी. Wait one day to see your painting. ये क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? अच्छा, ट्रॉफी ले रहा हूँ अभी. कहाँ है रोज?
Faster.
इससे फास्ट तो मैं चल सकता हूँ.
Patrolling on an empty stomach.
Keep calm. Start no progress.
The guard protects, the guard serves, the guardsman of the iron nerves.
Cotton socks and blood.
Greetings, knight.
Wouldn't mind a glance.
चलो इसको सेल करेंगे अभी कुछ चीजें. क्या? अरे वेपन्स आर्मर में कुछ सेल नहीं कर सकता, क्या फायदा फिर? जंक, प्लीज जंक ले ले मुझसे, जंक ले ले. हाँ, जंक सेल कर सकता हूँ. नीचे से आते हैं एक एक चीज. इतना बेचा हमने फिर भी खत्म नहीं हुआ। चलो काफी कर लिया हमने खाली, चलते हैं।
See you later.
Go in peace for a night.
143.
इसको भी सेल नहीं कर पाऊंगा शायद, कोई एक शॉप मिल जाती तो बढ़िया होता।
Come nuts, come mates, come goats, come adventure lovers.
Top quality goods. Only the best.
And how
Good
nice
day.
with a chopped liver.
You shall find anything better in all Tucson.
चलो एक दिन का इंतजार करना है ना।
Hey there.
एक मिनट, यहाँ पे कोई क्राफ्ट्समैन है, उसको सेल करते हैं।
My prices are the best this side of the Yaruga.
You'd best behave.
What?
You're in good place.
Messing everything up. To top it all. Please.
चलो इसको कुछ बेचते हैं
What do you got
सामान।
there?
ये स्टील स्वॉर्ड इतना पावरफुल है मेरे नॉर्मल स्टील स्वॉर्ड से यार। चलो ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। इसको जंग नहीं बेच सकते शायद, मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली नहीं बेच सकते। चलो निकलते हैं।
So long.
अरे रिपेयर करके लेना चाहिए था मैंने, चलो जान दो। नहीं, और रुकना पड़ेगा। अरे और रुकना है। चलो पहुंच गए, सही है। Huh? What the?
Greetings.
Geralt, there you are.
कुछ अलग ही पेंटिंग बनाया है उसने।
Are you pleased? Is it to your liking? Do tell.
Not exactly what I imagined. I believe I posed with all my clothes on. Clearly remember that, in fact. Some other details are off, too.
Invalid as a criticism. I depicted you in a more flattering state. The painting has drawn crowds, aroused a great deal of interest.
Can see that. Anyway, some advice for the future. Warn your subjects about your intentions. Your next model might not be so forgiving.
You don't like it. I'm hurt. Perhaps you'd care to buy the painting. Given our rapport, I shall take a loss. For you, I'll part with it, I will, at a special price.
क्या फालतूगिरी है?
As special as it is, that's still quite a price. Afraid I don't have that much coin.
Not a problem. Come back when you do. Though I cannot guarantee someone won't have beaten you to it.
He's rather handsome.
चलो ले लेते हैं.
Why not? It'll make an interesting memento, though I'd hardly call the price a bargain.
Indeed. Few have the sophistication to appreciate my technique. I sometimes go hungry as a consequence.
All right. At least this way I'll be able to control who sees it. Thanks.
चलो ये क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट हुआ. अभी हम क्या करते हैं, घर वापस चलते हैं हमारे पोर्टो बियांको में. पोर्को बियांको क्या नाम है उसका? कोर्वो बियांको ऐसा ही ना, क्या नाम है उसका? हाँ, कोर्वो बियांको विनयार्ड पे, वाइनयार्ड. वहाँ पे जाके स्टैश में सामान रखेंगे और नेक्स्ट क्वेस्ट के लिए निकल पड़ेंगे. लेकिन उससे पहले अगला क्वेस्ट है किधर वो एक बार देखते हैं. सेकेंडरी क्वेस्ट 46. ये वाला कहाँ पे मैप पे? अरे वो उसी जगह पे, उस साइड, ऊपर की साइड पे. और दूसरा वाला क्वेस्ट किधर है? दूसरा वाला शायद नीचे कहीं पे होगा. ओ, वो यहीं पे है. नहीं, लेकिन वो दूर है हमें. यहाँ से पास में होगा वो. ठीक है, पहले कोरो बियांको में चलते हैं, उसके बाद वो करेंगे. रेस्ट लेके. चलो स्टैश किधर है? स्टैश स्टैश स्टैश. सब गोल्ड वगैरह रखते हैं यहाँ पे. रुको, ट्रॉफीज ये चाहिए कि नहीं मुझे? ये डिसमेंटल करना चाहिए था तभी मुझे. वेपन्स में कुछ डालना है? एक सिल्वर स्वॉर्ड है मेरे पास एक्स्ट्रा की। स्टील स्वॉर्ड भी चाहिए मुझे। चलो ठीक है, इतना बस है। नील लेके निकलते हैं अभी यहाँ पे। एक दिन की
Run, Roach.
ये भाग क्यों नहीं रहा है? खतरनाक बारिश शुरू है, खतरनाक। ऊपर से जाने के लिए क्यों बोल रहे हैं? मुझे पढ़ने में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, जाने दो। पहले लूटते उसके बाद उसको उठाते।
Ooh, you scared me half to death, Drifter. What do they call you? What's your crest? Speak!
Geralt of Rivia, crest of the bridge. Hail and well met. Francois Le Goff, I presume. Your betrothed sent me. See, you've been gone a while, so you've got her worried.
Well, indeed, for Grottore is a most fearsome beast. I must prepare properly for battle.
By napping outside the cave for a fortnight?
I have tarried a bit, true, but the delay is done. My word I gave, thus the beast shall die.
Wouldn't happen to need any help, would you?
I don't know. After all, I did swear a solemn oath to—
Deposit the beast's head at your beloved's feet. No mention of you killing it all by yourself, though.
All in all, I suppose you're right. We must fight side by side, then. For honor.
फिर अकेले जा रहा है, रुक हाथ डालेगा उधर को। अरे किधर दौड़ रहा है, रुक।
Strange. No sign of Grottore.
Perhaps we should turn back? If there's no beast, there's no beast. Damn shame, but we tried.
Not so fast. Let's take a look around. Impressive. You'd think you were in a winter garden.
थोड़ा लूटपाट मचाते हैं, रुको।
Bones. Small skull. Fontanelle's not completely closed. An infant. About a year, maybe.
They speak the truth about—
Various sundries. Some tools. Grottore must have taken them from its victims. Cradle filled with children's shoes. Doubt I've ever seen a collection this grotesque.
What the hell? What is this?
Something on the other side. Can't hope to get through. Neither sword nor signs will cut this. Clear as day now. Spriggan, gotta be. Seems to be off somewhere, probably feeding. Need to lure it.
ग्रोटोरे की एंट्री रीड करनी है, रुको। बेस्ट ग्रोटो कोस्ट नहीं है, कोस्ट नहीं है। इधर है ग्रोटो में। नहीं, ऑग्रॉइड में है। हाँ, ग्रोटोर। क्या लगेगा? डिमेरिटियम बॉम्ब और इग्नी। ओके, रेलिक्ट ऑयल। रेलिक्ट ऑयल लगेगा डिमेरियम बॉम्ब और इग्नी। चलो प्रिपेयर होते हैं। रेलिक्ट नीला वाला ना, स्पेक्टर है। रेलिक्ट किधर है? रेलिक्ट वॉल, डिमेरियम बॉम्ब, lower outgrade by setting out fire to the plants using easy sign. Okay. चलो आ गए शायद। आहा Wait, what the hell?
Show me what you got.
मैं ट्रैप हूँ यहाँ पे, निकलना पड़ेगा यहाँ से मुझे। R4 को खत्म किया पहले। मुझे बाहर आना पड़ेगा। अरे यार हेल्थ बढ़ानी चाहिए थी। कहाँ से शुरू होगा क्या पता। ओके यही से शुरू हुआ, सही है। थंडरबोल्ट का यूज करता हूँ तो उसका थोड़ा हेल्प होगा मुझे। यार ये क्या मरता हुआ। अरे यार थोड़ा गलत कर रहा हूँ मैं। डिकॉक्शन का इस्तेमाल नहीं किया था ना मैंने, यूज करना चाहिए। डिकॉक्शंस। एक ही मारा किधर है? दिखते हैं, व्हाइट ट्रैफर्ड दिखते हैं। अरे मेरे यार साइन अपने आप चेंज हो गई। साइन अपने आप चेंज हो गई। नहीं इजी है इसको मारना, डिफिकल्ट नहीं है। साथ में वो ये है ना अपने क्या बोलते हैं उसको, डिकॉक्शन पहला लेके रखते हैं। एक ये मारा किधर है वो, कहाँ पे एक ही मारा, वहाँ पे है। What the fuck? What? इनको क्या बोलते हैं रे? वो बहुत मुझे ये कर रहे हैं परेशान फिलहाल। किधर जा रहा हूँ मैं? अरे इनकी तो What the थोड़ा हेल्प चाहिए मुझे। What the heck? थोड़ा सा बचा है वो। हाँ खत्म फाइनली। बैंड बजा दी रहे उसने पूरी।
By my troth, the damned brute was started. I'm grateful, Witcher. You aided me greatly.
Why the challenge? Couldn't have gone after something less formidable? A werebub, for instance?
Why? For the beast must match in ferocity the very ardor of my affection, and...
You're blushing, Sir Knight.
Oh, it's my betrothed. The thing is, she champs at the bit to get married when we've not known one another but 2 years. So I vowed to slay Grottori. Thought it would buy me time to battle such a beast. Why, it could take months.
Mm-hmm. Especially at the rate you are going. High time you return to Beauclair, brave knight.
Nay, oh, nay. The head of this beast is a trifle, wholly inadequate to express the love I harbor for my betrothed. The world awaits. To honor her, I shall cut down another, more terrible beast.
Take my advice. Grab the damned head and cut the shit.
You're blind to my predicament. Once I return, I will have no recourse. She'll track me to the nearest shrine while...
Shut up and listen. Crests, scrap metal armor, swooning damsels. All that's nothing to do with hunting monsters, which is work. Damn hard, dangerous, and thankless work that you're just not cut out for. Want to prove your valor? Go back to your betrothed and be honest. Tell her you're not ready to marry.
You do not mince words, master. In Tucson, one might demand satisfaction upon trampled ground for a lesser slight. Yet, there is truth in what you say, I cannot deny. I survived with my life by a hair. It is time I returned home.
यहाँ पे देखते हैं कुछ बचा है क्या। चलो निकलते हैं। कहाँ पे जाना है मुझे? गार्डन एम्बेसी के अब जाना है। और सबसे फास्ट वाला कौन सा है? फास्ट ट्रैवल पॉइंट है फिलहाल। ब्यूक्लियर पैलेस ही दिख रहा है मुझे, लेकिन उससे पास हुए ये टर्निंग ग्राउंड्स। सो हम यहाँ पे चलते हैं, यही पास में। यहाँ से वो फास्ट ट्रैवल करके उधर जाए। Let's go.
It, Roach.
क्यों चिल्ला रही है ये? वो
Smashing.
Got good news, madam.
As do I. Francois has returned. We marry in a week's time. nuptial teachings at the temple tomorrow. Dress fitting the next morn, then a tour of the wedding venue. I have never been so happy.
Not sure these nuptials are a great idea.
What? I beg your pardon?
Young Master Legoff. Well, he wasn't exactly raring to get hitched. Seems to me you two should...
Well, I never. The nerve! Not another word. Take your coin and leave us be.
Idiot.
Can you believe it? Oh, that was to get a new plot. I had an appointment and all. But when I walked in, this was empty. Yet the salon was unlocked. That's great.
अभी एक क्वेस्ट बाकी है ना? विचर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कभी कंप्लीट किया था ना मैंने. ओके म्यूचुअल प्लेयर ये वाला बाकी है. कहाँ जाना पड़ेगा इसके लिए मुझे? डायरेक्ट फास्ट ट्रैवल करके ही जाता हूँ. रुको.
Whatever shall I do? You must be.
इसके बाद हम बंद करेंगे स्ट्रीम. बाकी का कल कंटिन्यू करेंगे.
Blood of the fresh variety. Monster attack was recent. Signs of a fight. Paw prints, beastly ones, that's clear. Just on this spot, though. Aerial attack. Must have been. Man, bled to death. Big beast inflicted these wounds. Clear from the claw marks. Must have a toothy smile, too, judging by what ripped his throat open. Draconid. Gotta be. Maybe a basilisk? Except these prints don't belong to any variety I know. Just a little different. Area's dangerous. I'd say there's a basilisk nesting around here. You'd be wise to remain at some distance.
Yes, I'm familiar with the matter, and quite proud to say a basilisk does nest here. I look after it personally.
Look after it? It's not exactly a pet. Beasts murdering folk who come through here.
Just a minute. It does not murder those who do not trespass upon its territory. I posted a number of signs, warnings, specifically to prevent anyone from coming to any harm.
Well, a lot of good they did. Got a freshly mangled corpse right here.
Most likely a merchant, the poor bloke. Just today, I learned 2 traders had chosen this route despite the signs. I came as quick as I could to warn them. Too late, alas. I've instructed my servants. They shall take the body, return it to the family with a generous sum as recompense.
Pay the victim's family's compensation? Why?
These lands have been my family's for decades, granted to us by Duchess Ademarta. Beyond them, the basilisk ventures not, hunts not, it does not kill or destroy. Provided it is not provoked. Yet if it does destroy, if it kills, I compensate all for the loss, from my own coffers.
Your coffers. Got a store of sons and husbands in there to compensate for those shredded by your beast?
Naturally, I cannot revive the dead, but I do make generous restitution to their loved ones. Just last summer, I paid a leather tooler's widow 800 crowns, this unfortunate merchant's family, to be duly indemnified as well.
Claim this to be the last surviving basilisk? How do you figure?
The last of this subspecies. Their population was much larger at one time, see? Before the beech forests were felled.
Mean to suggest a direct correlation between beechwood forest density and basilisk populations?
Indirect, I prefer to contend. Beechwood forests are the chief habitat of roe deer, you see. In turn, a staple of the basilisk diet. When roe deer grew scarce, basilisks made humans their staple food. Enter the witchers. And thus, we've come to this one last specimen. It's a female. As recently as last year, we still had 2. But Jokast's mate passed on, alas.
Jokast?
Should she not have a name? My father dubbed her in honor of my dear departed mother. Jokast was brooding then. 2 eggs. That she cast from her nest, alas, when the male perished.
Who exactly are you? And how'd you develop such an interest in the beast?
Count Borges, happy to be of service. As to the beast, well, this subspecies is our dynastic symbol. The Disalfareses have for centuries signed with the Regulus Platinum. As family legend has it, a female of the species rescued an ancestor, a boy at the time, from a burning building. She took the tyke back to her nest, where she fed him as if he were one of her own youngsters.
Malarkey.
To be sure, but beautiful malarkey it is.
Where's the basilisk nesting? Any idea?
Of course I've an idea, but you don't really expect me to tell you. Those are not toy swords. I know your intentions.
Find it myself then. Easy to track with its distinct paw prints. Mentioned 2 merchants, so I might also look for the other corpse. Basilisk scales are usually thicker, not nearly so fine. Could be more sensitive to fire, this one.
Alas, it is true. Jokast has a terrible fear of fire. She's a highly sensitive creature. Rid your mind of any thought to kill her. You would destroy the last of a species.
Strange. These burn marks. Beast's venom make them? Subspecies must be highly toxic.
It is so indeed. A wound from a sterling basilisk festers long.
Need to brew a potion that'll neutralize that. Busted barrels. Contents spilled all over. Must have been tannin in there. Used to treat leather. Beast smashed the barrels. That's how the scent got on the scale.
Yokoko is so very curious. Strong scents especially intrigue her. The barrels, they must have drawn her in. Drawn her to the caravan.
Busted barrels slimed with venom. Hallmarks of an attack. Basilisk must have caught the second victim here. Anyway, got 2 scents. Venom and tannin. Ought to be enough to track the beast.
Why track her at all? Jokast is protected. Her death would forever destabilize the ecosystem. Who knows what would happen? I see unforeseeable consequences down the line. Simply refrain from provoking her. Harm her not, and she too will leave you untouched. I've long suspected they do it on purpose. Scent their goods. They seek to...
Odors dispersed. Seems to be everywhere. Basilisk must be high in the sky. Bloodstains. Clear as day. Sense perceptible again. Just as I expected. Second victim, but relatively unscathed. Basilisk must have been dragging him back to its nest for later. Dropped him for some reason. Wonder why.
सेंड कहाँ गया?
Here's something, but it's no basilisk screech. Human voices.
Yamo, Harry, prepare the equipment. Beast wandered off somewheres. We got to lure it back. And who might you be?
Funny. About to ask you the same.
They call us the Reavers.
Reavers? Wouldn't happen to hail from Crinfrid, would you?
Aye, we do. But how's it you know? And again, who the hell are you?
Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher. Know your brethren in arms. Bohold, Kenneton Desperate, New Boy too.
Ah, you're that witcher. Aye, Bohold mentioned you. Said you swing a mean sword.
A professional. Good you came along. Could take on the brute together. Talk is the venom's something horrifying. Could use another pair of hands. Fee what we've gotten from the guild. We'll share it fair and square. You in?
Gentlemen, this hurts my ears and pains my heart. You aim to kill your caste? It cannot be. The creature is protected. If you fear to lose the guild's reward, I shall repay it, and reward you doubly to leave the beast be. You cannot slay the last living specimen of a near-extinct subspecies.
Willing to pay, are you? Long as we do nothing? That's rather novel. What say you to that, master? Far as I know, beasts culled the human race by 5 already.
Basilisk lives for now. We're not gonna kill it.
A witcher defending a beast. Ever seen that, lads? You like them peaches?
Ah, no scrapping with filth today, it seems. But, you made some mention of coin, as I recall.
I did indeed. And the word once given...
Your share, Witcher.
Easiest job I've ever done. Godspeed, Witcher. Strange working with you. Strange, but nice.
Godspeed, boys.
You spared your caste. I thank you. And be assured, I'll take great care she not dine on any other souls.
Gotta try harder. Figure out a way to keep folk out of this area.
That I shall do. Master, you must accept more, be it a symbolic sum. Had you not come along, the Reefers would surely have slain my Yokast.
Don't need any more. Rather you paid it out to the families of your pets' victims.
Noble of you, Master. I shall take the advice to heart. Yokast has flown her nest.
Must have sensed a threat. Likely to return eventually, though.
She'll return. Always does. I suspect I might even know where she's gone. I tracked her away and believe she might have found a new mate. It's an ordinary basilisk, not a silvery one. But something might come of it. Who knows? Your cust could lay new eggs. Perhaps produce an entirely new crossbreed.
Sure hope not. Take care.
चलो नोबल करते हैं। कहाँ पे हम मैप पे फिलहाल? नोवेयर ट्रेडिंग पोस्ट पे वापस आना पड़ेगा मुझे। वहाँ से सीधा यहाँ पे आके मेन क्वेस्ट। वो आज नहीं करेंगे हम, डेफिनेटली कल के लिए, कल की स्ट्रीम पे करेंगे। चलो पहले चलते हैं ना उधर। What the hell? चलो यहाँ पे सेव करते हैं और कल कंटिन्यू करेंगे इसके बाद का। इसके बाद हम कोई साइड क्वेस्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे, एक सर्टन साइड क्वेस्ट। तो एक बार क्वेस्ट चेक कर लेते हैं। कोई बचा ही नहीं है एक्चुअली क्वेस्ट में सेकेंडरी। विचर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सिर्फ एक बचा है, 2 फॉर मॉन्स्टर का। हम ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं कि ये पहले करके आखिर में कैप्चर तक हासिल कर सकते हैं। करे क्या? एक बार मुझे मैप में देखने दो। वो भी पास ही में, कुछ बहुत दूर नहीं है। काम करते हैं, वो करते हैं कंप्लीट, फिर ये वाला मेन क्वेस्ट करेंगे। देखता हूँ अगर अभी हो पाया तो अभी कर दूंगा। उसके बाद फिर मेन क्वेस्ट पे जाएंगे शायद। विचर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है ना, मतलब ज़्यादा लंबा नहीं होने वाला है शायद मेरे हिसाब से। तो अभी करता हूँ मैं कंप्लीट वो, और फिर बाद में हम डायरेक्ट मेन क्वेस्ट पे जाएंगे। कोई साइड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का बचाएगा ही नहीं ऑप्शन।
Let's look around. Shattered dishes. Got knocked off the shelf somehow. Shaken off, maybe? What the?
What the hell?
Rats. Not known to kidnap farmhands. Shattered dishes. Got knocked off the shelf somehow. Shaken off, maybe? Tunnel? A bit more light could be useful. Kikimores?
अरे ये डेंजरस है रे किकीमोर.
Goes on and on this tunnel.
सेव करते हैं हर एक किल के बाद, नहीं तो बैंड बजेगी. किकीमोर कौन है? नेक्रोफेग है क्या? भूल जाता हूँ यार, पहले याद था सब. किकीमोर इंसेक्टाइड्स, ओके. वो इंसेक्टॉइड ऑयल लगा के चलते हैं. Okay. अरे माउस की तो बैंड बजा दे रहे, माउस नहीं. यहाँ पे भी एक से मार देते हैं.
Should be able to break through. Damn it, it's getting away.
अरे माउस को क्या प्रॉब्लम हुआ है यार, क्लिक ही नहीं हो रहा है.
Getting more interesting by the minute. Damn it, Young could hatch any minute. No Kikimore dug this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy, wide claws.
किकीमोर तो नहीं है ये.
feeding on them. Cracked Kikimore eggs. Something's been feeding on them.
अच्छा यही से मैं आया था। सेव करते हैं यहाँ पे थोड़ा। हेल्थ मेरी डाउन हो रही है रे, प्रॉब्लम ये है। एक मिनट, ये कहाँ गया मेरा लोग? फिलहाल पोशन में यूज नहीं कर सकता, प्रॉब्लम ये है कि एक पूरा पोशन का इफेक्ट जाना पड़ेगा पहले।
Water coursing. Underground stream. Monster I'm looking for lives underground, digs tunnels, feeds on Kikimores, and is big. Very big. Won't learn anything else here. Time to go back to the first one.
वापस जाना है मुझे अभी। मैं भूल गया कहाँ से आया था मैं। कहाँ से आया था? हाँ यहाँ से। अच्छा, फाइनली आ गया बाहर।
Sacre bleu! What is the meaning of this? I'm paying you to slay a monster, not demolish my property.
Property's falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it. I'd fill those in soon if you don't want your building to collapse.
Tunnels? Fiddle my farm, how did tunnels appear down there?
Something dug 'em. A large creature. Also killed a few Kikimores down there and destroyed their eggs. Consider it a half favor. Won't cost you much.
Kikimore eggs. Yes, of course, good work. Indeed, a reward is due.
Madame de Bourbeau, I presume? Here you know something about the missing farmhand.
Jean-Luc? Yes. We went to examine this year's seedlings. Something had been nibbling at them. Then we heard these odd noises. Jean-Luc went to reconnoiter and never returned.
Madame, could you describe Jean-Luc?
Tall, exceedingly well built. Hair black as pitch.
Dear, concentrate. There is not a peasant that is not well built. They work in the fields all day. He means scars, birthmarks, that sort of thing.
Then none, I suppose. But he did wear a pendant around his neck. A silver one.
Silver jewelry on a farmhand?
It was a gift, I believe. Or that is what he claimed.
Should be enough to go on.
Then what are you fritting round here for? Get to work.
नहीं बोलते रे।
Perhaps I can turn these tunnels into an extended cellar.
Guess that's jumpy.
A day like all others.
हेल्थ पहले फुल करके लेते हैं फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं, नहीं तो बैंड बजेगी। चलो यहाँ पे सेव करते हैं।
Bread's really stale. Been here a while. Bread's really stale. Been here a while. Blanket was laid out here. Good vintage. Must have been a special occasion. Someone had a picnic, 2 sets, or something. Track split. Woman turned back here. Man kept going. Man's footprints lead here. Blood. Human. Something walked through here. Big bastard with a heavy tail. Large, deep tracks. Claw marks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging. Felled trees, as if something rolled over them. So is shale mar. Only they dig tunnels and move like that.
कौन है ये शेर मार कर देखते हैं तो शेर मार्क्स आड़ relic oil okay
leads to that cave. Straight, dull, perfect for digging. Might want to look around some. Shale mar droppings. Grubs that feed on them are a delicacy to giant centipedes. Shalmar's lair, gotta be. Drags its victims here. Pretty fresh, some of them. Gonna have to brew some bait. Need the blood of a recent victim and some of the mushrooms that grow here. Silver pendant. A lock of hair inside. Fresh corpse. Same color as the Jean de Bourbeau's. Crushed ribs. Cracked skull. Shalmar did this. No two ways about it. Highly decayed. Partly eaten. Been lying here a while.
What? Bruce Shalmar bait. How? अलकमी में कुछ तो होगा. Shalmar bait. Yes.
Gotta spill it within the lair. Somewhere near an air current, so the scent spreads throughout the cave. Ugh, that stench. Shalmar will be here any minute.
कौन है शालमार? आई ग क्या आवाज है रे इसका खान.
Come on, show me your claws. That stench.
कुछ नहीं हो रहा. बेइज्जती हो रही. शालमार को कैसे मारे? रेलिक ऑयल तो मैंने लगाया है आड़ से. ओके आड़ चाहिए मुझे. कैसे मारूं इसे समझ नहीं आ रहा है मुझे. कैसे मारा जाए इसे? यही सही है आइडिया।
Gonna hang your head from my saddle.
What the hell is that? यहाँ पे बैंड बजे, थोड़ा दूर जाना पड़ेगा। किधर है किधर है? अरे यार थोड़ा दूर जाना पड़ेगा। थंडरबोल्ट का यूज करना पड़ेगा।
What now, you piece of
अरे यार माउस गया रे मेरा पूरा। बाजू में बाजू में बाजू में। दूर जा दूर जा दूर जा। एक्सी नहीं चाहिए रे, मुझे आड़ चाहिए। कितना टाइम लगा रे मरने को? चल खत्म।
Now just gotta chop off its head and go get my reward.
थंड झालं मी थंड। डिफिकल्ट है रे इसको मारना। चलो ये फाइनल वाला था क्वेस्ट। अब इसके बाद चलो फाइनली इट्स ओवर।
Oi, you spread some nasty. Where you walking?
Fix it.
Monsieur de Bourbeau, can we talk?
You'd best be bearing good news. Get on with it.
This Jean-Luc, he did have a silver pendant. Kept a lock of Madame de Bourbeau's hair in it, matter of fact.
What? But how could she? To be unfaithful to me? A lord and heir with a plow-spawned peasant? Oh, she shall pay for this.
Don't doubt that. But mind paying me first? For services beyond the scope of the contract?
There. It'll come out of her dowry.
Got rid of the beast that was giving you trouble. It was a Shelmar.
Shelmar? Whatever could that be?
Kinda like a cross between a mole and a caterpillar. Just big as a barn.
Huh? Well, Master Witcher, you make a poor first impression, but ultimately proved your worth. There. Your reward. Now,
Chalo.
forgive me. I must speak to my wife.
Folks say some large armored
खत्म। अभी जो अपना मेन क्वेस्ट है उधर से कितना दूर है? यहाँ पे आना पड़ेगा ना, इसके लिए मुझे यहाँ जाना पड़ेगा। फास्ट ट्रेवल करके उस पोजीशन पे जाकर रुकेंगे अब, वहाँ से मेन क्वेस्ट। यहाँ पे सेव मार के आज के लिए स्ट्रीम यहीं पे रुकेंगे। चलो, लेट्स सेव दिस। व्हाट हैपेंड? ओके गाइस, अब कल मिलेंगे। आज के लिए हम मेरा एम यही है कि जल्द से जल्द गेम को खत्म करके कुछ नया स्टार्ट करें। मोस्ट प्रोबेबली अनस्टार्ट होगा, देखते हैं। सो कल की स्ट्रीम भी यही होगी विचर की। ओके, चलो, बाय गाइस, गुड नाइट, सी या।